Good morning and welcome to Morning Cup of Coffee with Jesus. I am Darchanel Coleman Boyer and we are on day 11. Day 11, we are almost halfway through our 21-day challenge and journey to healing and unleashing the butterfly that is within you, that's always been buried under all of the hurt, the pain, the heartache, the stress, the depression and anxiety. And I'm so proud of you. I'm glad that you have stuck through it for this long. And we're on day 11. And today we're going to be talking about faith in it until you make it. And if you guys are going along with me in the book, if you guys have my book, I Am a Graceful Butterfly, I'm on chapter 11, which is our day 11. And it's called Faith It Until You Make It. And in this chapter, I just speak on the importance of having faith in God, faith in the Lord, and having the type of faith that we won't be moved. We will be immovable and unshakable no matter what. No matter what may come our way, no matter what circumstances we are in. The Lord said to be content in every circumstance, and though it may be hard at times, and and sometimes we may get, feel defeated with the different things that we are facing and going through. But when we know that we have God fighting on our behalf, when we know that we have a Father in heaven that has his angels assigned to us and is waiting to bless us, when we know that we have a Father in heaven that cares and is so concerned about us, we can be at peace and have hope and have patience, knowing that he is going to do exactly what he said he's going to do. You know how some people like this, the saying that says, fake it till you make it? Well, we're not going to fake it till we make it. We're not faking it and acting like we have everything together, acting like we're not hurting, acting like that, that nothing is wrong with us. We're not faking it until we make it. We are faithing it until we make it. We are having the faith in the Lord until, and even if you have faith, God says to have faith the size of a mustard seed. And a mustard seed is so small, but if you can have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains with just that small amount of faith that will grow to become, such great big faith. And if we can have that much faith in the Lord and knowing that he will not leave us nor forsaken us, and that he will not take back his promises. One of my sisters in Christ, she said that I'm glad that God is not an Indian giver. And I'm so grateful that God is not an Indian giver either. And he don't take back what he have, what he has given us and blessed us with. And so I want to read this first excerpt from the book. And it says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. And that is in Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. And that even though we can't see what God is doing, even though we can't see, the things that we want in our future, the things that God is doing in our future, even though we can't see, that road ahead, we can have faith. And when we have faith in the Lord, and when we trust in him, we know that everything is going to turn out fine. We know that everything is going to turn out right, because who else better than our Father that knows us from top to bottom, in to out? He knows us better than our own parents know us. And so who else better, can we have that trust and that faith in other than him? It's nobody else. It's nothing else. And if we can have faith in the things that we can't see, that is so powerful, and that is a blessing, because that's the whole point in God wanting us to have faith. He wants us to have faith in the things that we can't see. He said, don't set your eyes on what you can see, but set your eyes on what is unseen. And that is how we get elevated in the kingdom. And that is how we get blessed in the kingdom, by having faith in God and knowing without a shadow of a doubt. I don't care what I'm being faced with. I know who my Father is, and I know that He's going to bring me through this trial. He's going to bring me out of this situation. He's going to bring me out of this circumstance. I have here, when we let go and let God, we take our hand off of the situation and let God handle those places in our life that have rough patches that need to be smoothed out. When we relinquish our power and yield in faith to God, we will open ourselves up to many blessings and rewards for being obedient. When we let go and let God, I never really knew the magnitude of that statement until I really got older and became on this serious walk with the Lord. I didn't understand the very importance of that statement, let go and let God, because I remember, being young and growing up and, going through just different things. I was a worrier. Like, I would worry and stress about everything and everyone. And I was playing God in a lot of situations and in a lot of people's lives. When God is saying, girl, if you don't pray and give this to me, you don't even have that much strength in the natural for you to think that you could be worrying and stressing and doing all of this. Give it to me. When we are worrying and stressing and thinking that we can do things on our own, that's telling God that we don't need Him. We're being an idol, because we're feeling like that we can do it ourselves and we don't need Him. And we need Him every day, every minute, every second, every hour. We need Him in every situation. And so that's why it's important to let go and let God, because when we let go and let Him, we're in His will. We're letting Him do what He want to do in our lives. We're allowing God to be God in our lives and in our future. And if we keep putting our hands in it and trying to touch it and doing all of this, we're going to delay what God is trying to do, because we are trying to be in control when we're not even in control at all. What else do I have here? I have here, when I learned faith, I learned power, because I know the Lord is always by our side. I'm advocating for His children, those who obey and accept Him, making sure we are covered, protected, and taken care of. No, faith won't be easy, but it will be worth it, because having faith teaches us patience, and it teaches us to let go of our power and learn to lean on the Father's power so He can breathe in our direction if we trust Him. The Lord said, walk by faith and not by sight. And that's in 2 Corinthians 5:7. So when we do so, we are not looking at our situation as the final destination, because we know that God is our source in every situation. And if He brought us to it, He would definitely get us through it. And walking by faith and not by sight, like I have here, not looking at our situation as the end result. We in the natural, it looked like it's nothing to be done. It looked like it's the end result. But in the spirit, God is doing something so amazing, something so massive, something so huge that we won't even be able to wrap our minds around it. So that's why we have to put trust in God. And let me say this, it's going to be hard to trust God if first you don't know Him, if you're not saved, and if you don't have a relationship with Him. It's going to be hard to trust God, because it's just like a relationship with someone in the natural. You're not going to trust them unless you know them. And it's the same thing with the Lord. If you don't know Him, how can you trust Him? And so I encourage you today to get a personal relationship with Him, an intimate relationship with Him, because He wants to unfold things in your life. He wants to show you great and mighty things. He wants you to come to Him and not to everyone else, not to your friends, not to your mom, not to your pastor. He don't want you to go to all of these people first. He wants to have first in your life. He wants to be the one to have that first communication with you early in the morning, and not getting on the phone and not getting on social media first and all of that, those things that's taking up our time. He wants first in our life, and he should be first in our life before anyone and anything. Because if we're not in connection with him in heaven, our life is out of whack and our life is thrown off. So I just wanted to say that in Hebrews 6:11-6, it says that it is impossible to please God without faith, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists, and he rewards those who diligently seek him. So it's impossible to please him if we don't have faith. And like I said, I remember when I had no faith. I remember when I had little faith. And I know the faith that I have now is nothing that, the enemy can try to do to me or throw in my way to make me not believe in God, because he's done too much. He's been there for me all of the long. He's covered me and protected me and kept me under the shadow of his wings. And so it's nothing that can cause me to be wavered in my faith, and I pray the same thing for you. And I pray that if you don't have a relationship with God, a personal relationship with him, I pray that on today will be the day that, that you will allow him in your heart, that you will allow him in your spirit and in your mind, and that you will allow him in your life so that he can do great and mighty things in you and through you. And so yeah, that is all that I wanted to speak on about having faith. Because we don't understand. And I'm going to share this. I remember in 2019 when I was being faced with so much. It was thing after thing, back after back. I didn't even think that I was going to ever catch a break. But I got to this place and I prayed and I asked God. I told God that, I wanted to have faith in him and those things that was happening. And I was just tired. I didn't care anymore. So I learned to shift from being in a place of feeling defeated to a place of praising my way through, of worshiping my way through, of fasting my way through. And when I tell you that God did the unimaginable, I had to sow and tithe my way through. And God did such amazing things, such great things. He elevated my life. And I remember the lady was calling me and was like, you 5 months behind, or 4, whatever one it was, behind on your car payment. We need the money or we're going to repossess your car. And I would just remember telling that lady, because I was in a place with God, and I said, I'm not stressing, I'm not worrying no more. So I told her, I said, ma'am, I don't have the money. I don't know when I'm going to have the money, but when God give it to me, you will get it. And that's what I told her. And I meant that, because I wasn't going to stress about nothing. And I know if God gave it to me, that he wasn't going to take it away. And he didn't take it away. And so I'm so grateful. The butterfly effect for today is faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. And that was by Martin Luther King. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. That is so powerful. And the scripture from today is what I've read already, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So I pray that this has blessed you. I pray that you will faith it until you make it and not fake it until you make it. And I pray that you guys go out on today and have a God day, that you would just let God use you, that you will be blessed, that you will just allow and invite God into your day and into your life. I pray that you guys have an amazing day. And I pray that God gives you favor and bless you on today and cover and protect you on today. See y'all. I love y'all.